the only thing that worries me about this whole drone story are not the aliens or Iran or whatever.
No.
It's people who are in power, who are in charge of us,
Yeah.
that will go, we don't know what they are. From now on, no one can leave the house.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
That's what scares me.
Yeah.
Is that the people who are supposed to protect us will do extra stuff to
Yeah,
protect.
you know how like they said like 9/11 was an inside job, but what if there's another inside job and it blows up a thing in New Jersey? You know, New Jersey 11,
Yeah.
right? And then everyone's like, you gotta stay indoors.
Don't forget about it.
Don't forget about
Hey.
I never forget, never will. Nope, not today.
Well, guess who's still in Montreal, everybody?
Yeah, yep.
It's Gabriel
Well, guess
Omassi.
look, I'm gonna leave in January.
Yes.
And I'm literally gonna be back
Yeah.
like March 1st, I think. Because I need to do my visa
Why? What do you mean?
to work there.
Ah. Okay.
It's quick to do the visa.
You have to be here to do the visa to
yeah,
work there?
you have to be.
Well, why can't you do it there?
I don't know. I don't. No,
You go to-
you're not allowed being in the country. It's like a specific visa.
What kind of job do you think you're going to get in the UK?
Oh.
MI6.
Oh. Phew.
Pub
Pub.
owner. You're a pub.
Pub owner. Well,
owner.
no, I'm definitely not gonna get a job in the UK, but just to work like
Club
legally.
stoner, whatever.
Club
The guy who
stoner.
makes shoes.
Oh, what is that called?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Cobbler.
Cobbler. You're going to be a cobbler.
Peach cobbler.
You're going to be a peach cobbler. You're going to be a pipe maker. Suit maker on Death Row? No. What's the
Oh,
name
that's
of
so
the-
good. Death Row Records.
No, yeah, but what do you know where they make the suits in the UK? In London.
Where they make the suits?
Yeah, the street. Death Row? No.
I don't know what you mean. Like the tailor?
Yeah, there's a street where like you go there to buy the finest suits.
Oh, I don't
in the
know.
world.
Tommy.
Saville? Thomasville?
Tom Seville.
Tom
Tom
Seville?
Seville is a bad guy.
Really?
Yeah, Tom Seville. I think he was a kid show host who ended up being a bad the word P.
How were his suits?
Yeah, he wore suits. He was like a kids show host. He was like, hi, everybody. He was like Elmo. Imagine if Elmo was a P.
Oh, and he was the biggest
Yeah.
R word? Like the bad R word, not the...
What's the
retarded.
bad R word? I don't even know. What's worse than...
An actual...
Oh.
Didn't he... What?
I didn't say it.
That guy.
I forgot.
Wasn't he...
Yeah, but I thought he was more of a PR.
Oh, God. Damn,
PR.
So much censorship, and the show hasn't even
I know.
started.
Okay, restarting.
No, we're not restarting. This is fun.
I'm joking.
I think it's called Seville Road.
Seville Road?
Seville Road.
I don't know any.
It's where they
anything
make
else.
suits. Like really
Really?
nice suits.
Portobello Road. Yeah, Seville. No, I should check it out. One day I'll
Seville
get a
Road.
suit.
Can you Google just to make sure? I think it's called Seville Road. Seville Line. Seville
Road.
Suits Men. It's the street to get bespoke suits in London.
I saw suits all of a sudden. Where did that come from? Wait.
What's the word?
Seville Road, like this. I did see suits all of a sudden.
Let's see here. So, guys, if you want to buy a nice suit, go to Savile Row.
Seville.
Savile Row suits are generally considered to be worth their higher cost
Ooh.
due to exceptional quality of materials and craftsmanship.
What about Armani?
Yeah, what about it?
Is that good?
I don't know. It's nice. It's Italian.
Gucci?
Gucci, Mama Yaya.
Okay, so there's something in the news that I've been obsessed with. Can you guess what it is?
The fall of Bashar Assad in Syria.
I was not aware of this at all. I don't know. No. Think way wider. And spooky.
Something about margarine? I don't know.
March? No, the drones.
Oh, yes, I heard.
You heard?
I heard.
You heard? I've been
listen,
I've
I
been
grew up with-
conspiracies.
I grew up with things flying over my head that could be bombs. Then you get used to it. You North Americans are just not used to war.
True, yeah. But
You
it's
never
not
live-
war. They're just like
You don't know. You don't know.
But the government is like denying everything. They're like they had a meeting today at the White House,
Ooh.
and all the people with the clearance they got whatever briefed. They said it's nothing.
But what is it?
They don't want to. They don't know what it is. They don't want to say what it is. They
How
don't
do you
even
know
want.
it's nothing?
Because that's what they're telling. That's what the highest level of the White House is telling everyone. They're like, it's nothing, but we don't know what it is, and we won't tell you what it is.
I think it's Donald Rumsfeld. Remember Donald
Rumsfeld?
Donald Rumsfeld.
Yeah.
He was a big guy during Bush's administration. And I think it was him who said the line, there's two type of unknowns.
Yeah.
There's the known unknown and the unknown unknown.
Oh.
I have a feeling this is a known unknown.
A known
They
unknown.
know what it is.
They know.
They can't
They
tell
don't
us.
want to say it. This is what they're claiming it is. It's stars in the sky.
Yes.
They swear to it's stars in the sky, an airplane,
Yeah.
and a guy that bought a drone from Kmart. And it's
I think
like
it's a stork delivering a baby to a young expected mother. This is what they think it is.
and the other news, this is the low level conspiracy that might be plausible, that there was a because in the area there's like this they hold like these nuclear warheads, right?
Yeah.
That one of them is missing, and if you go on the website they say one is missing recently, and they have these drones at night that scans the area for radioactive material, and that's what they're looking for. Like
that could be it.
that could be it.
Because I don't think it's aliens. I don't
No,
think it's
no,
UFOs. You know
no.
why I don't think it's UFOs? Or Iran attacking America.
No, it's not around.
You know why it's not?
Why?
Because why would you put lights on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why you pimp out my drone?
Yeah, pimp out my drone. Yeah.
Exhibit is pimping out
Yeah.
drones.
Yeah.
You understand? If you want to be undercover, you turn off the lights.
So then there's these other. So those are they have FAA regulation lights, right? Like
Hello, I work with
So what I think it's like red light on the right and green light on the left.
that means it has to follow certain regulations.
Yeah.
Weapons don't follow.
No.
When a missile is trying to attack a wedding in Yemen, it doesn't put its flasher on. Oh, I'm turning left. You don't have to obey any rules. You just kill people.
No, not at all. But this is what the other conspiracy, or not the conspiracy theory.
Other okay, which is
So one is I've been seeing all this footage of this boomerang shaped thing in the sky. It's been coming around all over the Reddit. It's like this
is it a boomerang?
It's not a boomerang.
Okay.
It's not Australia. This is New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay.
And it's flying. I've been seeing it. It's like, and the drones are tracking.
And it does this?
No. It's like it's like
it's
it just
not
flies.
boomeranging.
It's not boomerang.
Is it? Because a boomerang, if you spin it, you know what it looks like?
What?
The Nazi thing.
Oh.
Is it the Nazi thing? Are you getting hard?
No.
Are your nipples getting hard?
I'm
Like, finally.
Yeah.
Are you going finally?
Finally. Beat me up, Scotty.
Heil Scotty.
Beat me up, Hitler. And then another thing is there might be these things called plasmoids, which is just energy. That's I don't know. It's like a. First, I was looking. I'm like, what the hell is a plasmoid? And then I looked it up. It's an actual thing. And
Plasmoid. If I was Mr. Beast,
yeah,
that would be my next energy drink. Get a plasmoid.
Wait. Real. I need real footage of plasmoids.
Taylor Swift. She's made a plasmoid.
Plasmoid footage. It's just like a piece of energy that people are tracking. It's so hard to
Why are
explain.
you going on video? Let me go on images.
The images don't show anything.
It shows images.
But like I know, but it doesn't show the image I want.
Wait, I have a question.
Like this is.
I have a question.
Yeah.
This is your cell phone, right?
Yeah.
What language? What's Vi? What?
I don't know. It's
Why is your iPhone?
it's stuck on it Italian. Anytime I switch it back to English, it thinks I'm Italian.
This is the most Gabe thing ever.
It doesn't want to
Guys,
change.
Gabe. Every time, like Gabe is right now. He's the busiest human being I know.
But I don't know. Look.
His phone for some reason switched to Italian. He's like, I can't change it. Vi?
How do you change? I
have
keep
no
changing
idea.
it, and it's always like Vi. I'm like, ¿qué?
Spazio.
Spazio.
Vi? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. How do you know, Gabe? How can you read?
Wait, okay.
Cinco, seis.
Okay, I need to go on my TikTok because TikTok always shows me alien time, and then I'll find there it is. Oh, there it is. That's a plasmoid. It knew I was talking about it.
Down in New York City
That's scary.
yesterday. No kidding around. These orbs may be plasma orbs that are originating from us or from somewhere else. Just not sure.
There's plasmoids everywhere.
I got plasmoid up in my ass.
Plasmosis.
Honestly, dude, that word, if it's popular, has anyone bought plasmoid.com?
Oh.
You know what I would make?
Whoa.
I would make plasmoid.com. I would make a fleshlight.
Oh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Fuck a plasmoid. Yeah.
And then you
Does someone own plasmoid.com? Let's see, guys. Let's become rich. Plasmoid.com.
Plasmoid.com.
And link it to the Good Night podcast.
It's not secure.
It's not secure. Does that mean I can buy it?
I don't know.
Is that like the new word, the new it word?
It's I don't know. Among some people.
Wow.
No. Wait.
So now there's two things that are quite okay. Gabe, we have a podcast. It's not the time to watch. You're not taking a.
I was looking for more plasmoids.
So now there's two things that are super popular: Luigi Mangione and plasmoids are the two things that are fighting.
Or these drones, man. These drones every day. I was. When was it? It was like Friday or something. I was like. I have like my Reddit. I go my UFO Reddit subreddit, and there's like, oh my god, and then they put out a link for this like a police tracker in New Jersey, and then they said, oh my god, one of them crashed, and then I was listening to one of them, and it was like, that's not like an alien. That was me trying to do like the like the sounds of like a tracker over, and then it's like one just crashed, we're retrieving, and then it's like we walked over and. 10 just appeared over the heads. And I was like, 10 just appeared.
You know what's my favorite part of the story?
What?
Is that your wife hasn't left you yet. Because I know you're trying to pack your boxes. And I'm just imagining you're home. You're taking your shit. And you're listening. And she's like, Gabby, we need to pack. We're leaving in 2 weeks. And you're like, plasmoids, sweetie, plasmoids.
I'm just hoping that.
And she's like, I can't believe I'm going to marry this man.
Me and my brother, we're both obsessed. We're both like, woohoo. I went to my brother's house yesterday. I was dropping off. I had like 1 million vinyl records. Gave it all to him,
Nice.
all to him. And I look at his wall because they're having a baby, right? So they moved their office to somewhere else, another part of the house, the apartment. And he has this whole wall. It's filled with like decorated. And then like I looked at it. It's like it's the design by Bob Lazar. Like the UFO design.
Wait, it's not the guy who paints. No, that's...
Oh, it's Bob Ross.
Bob Ross, okay.
The Bob Lazar is the guy that worked at, like, Area 51 in the 80s.
Yeah, I remember him
And he came up with, like, he drew the design of what the UFO looks like. He has, like, a print from Bob Lazar with, like, autographed and so he's really obsessed with this alien stuff.
It's funny. You're both the children of your dad.
Yeah, I wonder if he's into that stuff.
Yeah, of course. He lives... any man who lives in a trailer park alone with 12 dogs in the middle of the forest,
he's looking up.
has strong opinions about aliens.
Yeah, 100%. They don't eat. They don't drink. What's it called? Fluoride water.
Yeah, exactly. He has strong opinions.
I drink tap water though.
Yeah, me too. Hey, we're drinking cancer water. It's called Diet Coke.
Apparently,
it's horrible for you.
I drink. I like tap water. Oh, not that I like. I just don't.
I like that.
I always run out.
Some
of
people
water.
use Brita filter.
Yeah.
Hey, it says something about you more than it does about the quality of the water going inside you.
Yeah. I'm not really. Like I said, we put way worse shit in my body.
Exactly.
Like nonstop all day.
I'm just happy I drink water.
Yeah.
So there's sometimes like, why are my lips about to fall off? Like, oh yeah, I haven't drank water the whole day.
Yeah. Like sometimes my teeth get dry. I'm like, well, how do teeth get dry?
Cold. They're like,
But teeth get dry. Yeah, it's intense.
As I said, listen, the only thing that worries me about this whole drone story are not the aliens or Iran or whatever.
No.
It's people who are in power, who are in charge of us, that will go, we don't know what they are. From now on, no one can leave the house.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
That's what scares me.
Yeah.
Is that the people who are supposed to protect us will do extra stuff to protect us.
Like, let's say, like, whoever's in charge, like, you know how, like, they said, like, 9/11 was an inside job? But what if there's another inside job and it blows up a thing in New Jersey? New Jersey 11, right? And then everyone's like, you gotta stay indoors.
Don't forget about it.
Don't forget about
Hey.
I never forget, never will. Nope, not today. But then you're like, exactly, stay inside. And then
that was scary. Another quarantine.
Yo, only because
I can't afford to get fat again.
A drone comes over. That's not doing anything.
Yeah, now they're gonna use drone to keep us safe from the drones.
Yeah,
drone inside
crime.
your apartment.
Oh.
Mr. Gabriel Omassi, do you have your permit to leave the house?
It's like so much resources just to
love
control.
your podcast.
Love the podcast. You were been invited to Trump's Mar-a-Lago.
I love the hangry guy.
Whoa.
That'd be cool. That'd be like,
Yeah.
aw. Big Brother is a fan of the
Are
hangry
you
guy.
gonna do VR hangry guy? Just like,
Today we're gonna eat terabytes of.
oh. And they're saying China is gonna do a big statement, and
Well,
then
dude,
all these countries are doing statements.
People don't know this,
Mhm.
but I know this because I have inside info. Right now, like China is known for. Before it was known for
Yeah.
anything, fireworks.
Yeah.
The best fireworks. They invented the fireworks.
Yeah.
Now it's not just fireworks.
I saw the TikToks.
It's drones.
Yeah, I saw the 10,000 drone ballet thing.
And some of these drones have fireworks on them. So it just
Wow.
becomes and I think the origins of, like here in Montreal, you see like during Festival de Feux d'Artifice,
Yes.
the fireworks festival.
Yeah.
Oh, Japan,
They win,
Italy,
yeah.
every country. I think let's go back a few hundred years. This was a showcase of your firepower.
Mm-hmm.
Look how much
Smart.
control we have of firepower.
Right.
We can make colors in the
Yeah.
sky so pretty. So
Yeah.
imagine what we could do if we wanted to tear down your wall and
Yeah.
friggin', take over your country. It
Yeah.
was a showcase of power without really getting into a fight. We know
Yeah.
who's the big dog is the guy who had the best fireworks.
Yeah.
Because we know what fireworks were a metaphor for.
Uh-huh.
Now we're going back to this, but with drones.
Drones.
Look what we can do with drones now. So if that's the case, meow.
Meow. Oh, ni hao. He went meow.
Meow.
Yeah, I hope it's like drones tracking aliens, and then I'm hoping like slowly,
Drone tracking aliens?
the
like,
plasmoids.
They're not high enough.
I don't know.
Plasmoids?
I wouldn't mind a little bit of disclosure. You know how like you're in a
You
relationship.
know how we're gonna get a disclosure?
Mm-mm.
We're gonna get a disclosure when the technology is gonna trickle down to us.
Yes. Okay.
Soon you're gonna buy your plasmoid from Timu. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bluetooth 30 years ago was
Yeah.
like military, and people are
Yeah.
like, oh, how are these
Whoa.
people?
Whoa. Yeah.
Like he had the radio is in his pocket and he's
Yes,
talking.
He's talking
How is
wirelessly.
What is this magic? How can you transfer something so quickly?
Yeah.
And now we all have Bluetooth up our asses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's gonna trickle down, and then you can imagine what's like the bigger version of
Yeah.
that. Now we have drones, so you can imagine the drones they have must be fantastic.
Wow.
So soon, plasmoid coming to an Amazon shop near you.
Hey man, I'm open. I'm interested.
But I interrupted you. You said it's like in a relationship. I'm here to learn to be a better boyfriend.
I was just doing like a pun, sort of. Like in a relationship, you like break up and you get closure.
Yeah.
This is.
Oh, you're not gonna get.
You're getting disclosure.
Oh.
You know? Huh? that was something there, I think. Disclosure.
Very fun. You should try it on stage tonight.
It's gonna work for like 2 days, and then the drones are gone. I'm like, I got nothing.
No, we're gonna be all like we can't leave the house. Listen, if you're gonna imprison the people, they say, what's better than, like you work from home,
Uh-huh.
and what do you call it? Remote.
Yeah,
working?
remote. Yeah.
What about remote prison? Just imprison everyone in their apartment.
Whoa!
Imagine how much money you save instead of putting everyone in prisons like they do in North Korea.
It's not bad.
You have to build the whole infrastructure.
Yeah.
And then you have to, oh my God, so much,
Yeah.
bureaucracy that have to take
Okay.
care. Just like, hey, you're in prison, but in your apartment.
Yeah, but do you get like free? Because in prison you get free food.
Yeah.
Do you get free Uber Eats?
Uber Eats, it's not free, but money doesn't make any sense anyways.
Yeah.
How much money you have to put on your credit card before you really have no money? Like we all have the capability to
Yeah.
spend what, $60,000 minimum?
Whoa. Yeah. And then
before you're like, all right, now I really
Yeah,
all
yeah,
my
yeah.
credit cards, my line of credits, everything has
Uh-huh.
been busted open.
Mhm.
So yeah, money doesn't.
Damn. Okay. I like this idea.
No, I don't like that idea at all. I don't want to be a prisoner in my
Well,
apartment.
not that a prisoner, but I like the earliest
In
COVID,
the
like,
mind.
like the 3 day, the first 3 days of COVID were very exciting. It's like I was an action movie,
yes.
and
Yes,
then
'cause
after
it
that was
new.
horrible.
It was
yeah,
like a
yeah.
new relationship.
Yeah,
You know?
new relationship to reality. Yeah, especially like I was in a situation. I was like, I hated my job. Not that I hate my job. It's funny. The job was kind of pretty good. It was just I hated.
You're the worst about talking about anyone or anything from the past. It's always negative, and then you correct yourself. It's never positive right out. It's always like, I hated this guy. Actually, it was a pretty good guy. But then the guy heard that it was. Anyways, just know this as your
Yeah,
friend.
Yeah.
Nostalgia does not work for you.
No, but
So yeah, you were not in the optimal
I
position in
was
life.
in a job, but it's also any job suck. But
Yeah.
and then the whole time, all you're wishing in your job is, I hope the place blows
Burns
up.
out.
That's all I wish, and then it did. Right? It was the best. It's like, whoa, and then you're a prisoner in your house. And it was
then,
horrible.
Yeah, and how was it, by the way, being with a wife,
So for the first
living with a lady?
well, for the first 4 months, I was living with two guys, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah, and I
Yes.
didn't see them. We were like locked in our rooms,
Okay.
and it felt like we had no electricity. I was like freezing in my bed. The first week was awesome. I was like, I caught up on all my video games. I like reconnected with my cousin. We're playing online. I was talking to my friend from New Zealand. And then I remember one night I drank a whole bottle of whiskey and I woke up so hungover and I said, I can't do that. So I just stopped drinking. I was like gonna be like, woohoo, let's party. This is how desperate I was to get alcohol. I like wrapped a scarf around my face and went into an SAQ just to get a bottle. So gross though. I drank a
I
whole.
want to try that.
What?
Like get your face alone.
But I was playing. I was like playing online with people, so we're
But
like
you were
laughing.
a bottle of whiskey.
Me and like three other dudes, we got wasted playing like Call of Duty. By then we were just like shooting everything. We just
Children,
Yeah.
hospitals. I understand.
Because at the time there's this game mode where like you have a whole map, like a giant world that you can just explore.
Yeah.
And if you want, you don't have to do anything. You could just like drive a car,
Yeah,
chat.
IDF. Can you learn this? You can just explore. You don't have to ride. Listen, Hezbollah. Just walk around.
Just walk around,
Try
drive.
this. Try Hezbollah IDF. Have a glass of whiskey. Have a bottle of whiskey. Just walk around. You don't have to shoot anyone. You can just explore. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it was like a social. It was like a hangout, you know.
Yeah. Hangout. IDF. Hezbollah. Come on.
And that was. We were flying a helicopter, being like, "Look at this flip!" Woo!
IDF. You could and Hezbollah. You can both do this.
Yeah.
Learn from Gabriel.
And then
Whiskey
the hangover the next day was so bad. I'd never played college. I couldn't. I was like, "This is horrible."
That's good.
Yeah. And then I started making those weird videos.
Again, everything you're saying relates to the Middle East right now.
Oh, really?
This guy's like really hungover and like, oh, I'm never doing this again. Oh, I shot up a hospital. Oh my head. Oh. What? Mahmoud exploded a bus. Oh
Damn.
God, guys, we gotta stop.
Mahmoud.
We gotta cut on the
Mahmoud has no chill. Mahmoud.
no chill.
Wait, Mahmoud is which side? Muslim.
It doesn't care. The
Mahmoud.
joke works for
Yeah,
both.
it
That's
does.
the crazy thing.
Yeah. So so I don't want this to happen again. Like the drone comes down.
Really? Oh yeah. Yeah, you do. I don't want to have anyone to stop me
Yeah.
from being like. If I want to be home for 6 days and not do nothing, it's because I decided.
Yeah.
I'm gonna quarantine myself
Yourself.
from the others. I don't want anyone to tell me you're not allowed to leave the house.
But what about like if the drones come down and they're like so a long time ago I read this book,
Yes.
quite interesting book. It was like it's a sci-fi book by Arthur C. Clarke called Childhood End. He's a good
Yeah,
author.
yeah,
He's like
yeah.
pretty like one of the top 3 sci-fi guys. He was
Yeah.
like one of the top 3. And he had the beginning of the book starts with like these orbs or like these spaceships just like hang out in the sky, right? So some they look like plasmoids, but like giant, like really, really big ones, and they would just stay in the sky. People would be like, "What the hell is that?" But they would stay in the sky for like I don't know. It was like 100 years they were in the sky.
We don't know how big these plasmoids are.
They could be gigantic.
They could
you
be
know?
gigantic,
Yeah,
but
right?
they're so far.
Yeah, they're so happy
that
in
they
the
look so
sky.
small.
Yeah, exactly. So, but we got conditioned by them, and eventually, like, oh, okay, they're just little things in the sky. And then after 100 years, they finally made contact, so they can desensitize us slowly. So like a little bit of drone here, we're like okay, it's nothing. A little bit of maybe it sprinkles a little bit of water, and then it comes down. Here's a little hand sticks out, hi, and
For
then-
100 years, like hello, and like, all right. It's just the hand of the sky.
Yeah,
Why you,
he's
go to
all-
work.
He's nice. He's like,
Go to work. Why are you late for work?
Yeah.
Come on, it's the hand of the sky.
And then
But what happens at the end?
They
Did they?
no, nothing like that.
Did they?
They weren't evil. But they part of their plan was they got rid of all religion and all war in all like countries. Everyone's like unites
Yeah.
the whole world as one country, but no religion, no Christianity, no Muslim. Everyone just lives like secular.
How did they get rid of all religion?
They just like slowly they like first they got rid of all the war. They said if you need to dismantle all your warheads.
Once they started making.
Yeah, so it's slowly. They said this happened, and then eventually they got rid
Wait.
of.
So they threatened them? So
They
said
they said we'll destroy you guys if you don't dismantle all your nuclear warheads. right?
Okay.
And then they slowly did like they changed like the school system, so they got rid of all religion, and then eventually, then they came down years later, and they resembled devils. They
resemble
look like devils.
yeah.
So they got so now, but it's been so long since Christianity existed. They don't have no. They had no like concept what the devil actually was. They're like, oh, they just look like whatever creatures
Okay,
or whatever.
so we stopped like humans stopped judging people based on how they look.
Yeah, and also they
So,
had
like,
they had no
horns and a
memory.
tail, and you're like, oh, just John. He has
Yeah,
horns and
he
a tail.
just looks like also he doesn't. You
So
don't have
nothing was associated with bad
no,
physically.
Yeah, exactly. You're kind of, but then they were there to guide humans into the next level of their evolution.
Which is
It's like you just become energy. So technically, everyone does kind of die.
so.
Yeah, plasmoids.
So basically, they became the religion.
Yeah, so they were just pawns. There's bigger beings out there.
Okay.
They're just they're just
So
like
that's a religion. They're like, no, all your religions are wrong.
Yeah.
They colonize Earth.
Well,
They did what Christopher Columbus
yeah,
and the Crusaders.
maybe
You understand? Like when the Crusaders used to go to to Papua New Guinea.
Yeah,
I like saying Papua New Guinea. It's one of my favorite words.
Papua New Guinea's great.
They're like, and the people are like Guga Guga, and
Giga.
they're like, no, it's Jesus.
Jesus,
And they're like, "Baba," and
Krishna.
they're like, no, listen. I'll take some of
Yeah.
your fur. Give me your gold, but Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, listen. If you don't, I'm gonna burn you alive. And then they did the same thing.
But they didn't. No, so-
Why are they better than Christopher Columbus?
Well, so those creatures weren't the ones in charge. They were just basically like
Yeah, like Crusaders.
but there's even it's true. I guess like the kings that are controlling them. You know, but in their minds, they thought that people were the next obvious step of the revolution was to move on to become energy and part of the universe. Basically.
But do you want to be part of? Do you want to
I
be
don't.
energy? I want to feel love.
No.
I remember when I held
Yeah.
my nephew in my arms the
Mhm.
first time, or when I held Guillaume's
Yeah, little
son,
baby.
or Eugene's daughter.
Mhm.
I cried.
Yeah.
I remember I was holding
Wow.
William, and my tears fell on his face
Wow.
because I'm like, oh my god, I'm holding a
Uh-huh.
new baby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be like, I'm energy. I don't care.
But that's what we're gonna eventually just be, like combine with like computers.
Can't you just be kind? What the fuck, man?
I know. It's too
I don't wanna
bad.
I don't want to be light.
Imagine
I want to play with tits. You know what I mean?
But you won't even want that anymore.
But that's
man.
stupid.
You're gonna be
Oh,
gone.
light. Ooh. I don't want to see a nebula. I don't give a shit. Give me a nice, firm titties of a 23-year-old. And I'm, a nebula. A black hole. You know what I mean? I want to see a black hole, but not that black.
Yeah. You want to see a booty hole?
What? Exactly.
It was a
I wanna see
booty hole.
Booty hole. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Let me feel good when I give money to the poor. I don't. Let
Yeah.
me play with titties. Let me eat
But
spicy
no,
food and
we're,
go.
We're gonna be.
You know?
Yeah, you want the real experience of life.
Being
Yeah.
a human is awesome. I want to
But what
experience all
if
that.
your experiences when you become that is like a different type? You're like, oh, I can't believe I used to be like that.
I think we used to be that.
Mm.
We all used to be energyoid and everything, but it became boring.
But we didn't know.
I think probably no, because let's say we're energy and like and then we would see like a monkey, and a monkey would put his finger up his friend's ass, and then he would go and then he would laugh, and we're like,
That's
and
fun.
for a second we felt jealousy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's funny. I
That's
think
good.
funny.
Mm-hmm.
Because orgasm, if you look at sex, you can't detect the orgasm. You know what I mean?
Okay.
In the
Yeah.
sense, like you say you're staring at someone having sex,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't know yet what sex is. You can't detect the ultimate pleasure,
Yeah,
which is an
okay.
orgasm.
Okay. Yeah.
But if you can detect laughter, it's
Yeah.
like you
So
can.
you get jealous.
So you're like, oh, I want to be
Yeah.
stupid.
You want to be like fun.
And then
yeah.
slowly we went from
We
being
devolved.
to
And then
like
evolved.
you farting or burping in the
Yeah.
mic. That's,
Yeah. It's but we might go back there. I don't know, but not for a while, at least. Don't worry, guys. Not for a while.
You know what's funny? Yeah, guys. If you're listening here for theological reasons, you'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be
Everything's
fine for a while.
You know what I saw that kind of messed me up? I was watching a reel
Mm-hmm.
on whatever. I was watching a reel, and it brought up a point that kind of messed me up. It brought up a point. He said, you know, when you die, in most religions, even in people who are atheists, they'll say you die, and then you see a light, and you go to the light.
Yeah.
Well, that video was saying that don't go into the light because the light. They say, oh, all the family members you love, everything.
Yeah, they're like,
it's there.
"Hi."
Don't go into the darkness because the light. You're still a slave to your human emotions.
Ah, okay.
Where you're like, love, affection, nostalgia. You're still earning for these human things. let go, that go into the darkness and then become energy, and just you can get to explore the world. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Like, let go of everything human, love, kindness, affection, hate, all that that the light is telling you, like, come, your grandma, your childhood best friend telling you, come. You're they're using things that makes you most human. Love,
exactly, yeah.
Even Hitler loved the cat. So everyone is able. He's like, oh, I'll go to.
But is this as you're dying? Or
You know when they say when you die and you see the light and you go into the light?
But I think it's as you're dying.
Okay.
Let's say you're just blowing up or whatever. You're not gonna be like, oh, you're just
Okay,
like
so
your brain is over there.
That's I guess that's a reason not to blow yourself up.
yeah, exactly.
It's very recent that we blow ourselves up.
But if you're it makes sense. You see the light.
And you go to the light.
But if you pull back from the light and you go to the darkness,
they say go to the darkness because the darkness. This is where you become energy. Right? And then you get to explore all of world's universes.
Really?
And you get to see the truth. And
I thought you were gonna say you come back to life.
Oh no, you're 90.
Oh,
You come back like, I'm still 90. I'm still a 9-year-old who's dying. Damn it! What the hell?
but then you get to explore like the Venus and.
Yeah, exactly. You just become your soul detaches from anything that is a human. And then I'm like, now I have to have doubts about what I do when I die.
But what if you go to the light? Then you go
And
see, hang out with your family.
And then you go back, and the light is your mom's vagina, and you come you become a baby again, and you start being a human again.
Let's see if you get bored of going throughout the universe. Can you go back to the light, or you just that's it?
I think that's it.
What if you just fly into the sun?
Maybe in the light, maybe you'll see a monkey put his finger up his friend's ass,
And then
they're laughing, and you're like, oh, and then wow, you're a monkey.
I don't know what I would do. I might go to the light.
What would it? That's the only thing. You hear a lot about. Everyone has doubts about things. I've always thought like, you're supposed to go into the light.
Yeah.
And now because of a stupid Instagram reel,
Yeah.
I have doubts where I'm supposed to go.
But like,
It's the only thing. I'm like, oh yeah, my grandma, my best friend.
and you go, woo, your best friends. Oh wait, I thought you were dying now.
No, like I'm 90,
You're 90.
and like everyone that I loved.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, my mommy, my daddy, my brother, my sister, my best friends,
Yeah.
everyone that I ever loved, boobs.
And you fly up to them.
There's a pair of duty. Like
Yeah.
someone is like, because it's like
You see the
the
cleavage.
and you're like, oh. I'm like, oh, everything that I wanted. I'm supposed to go, no, I am enlightened. Ooh, and then you become
That's too
light.
hard. That's too hard of a decision to make. Yeah.
Man.
I'd be freaking out. I'd be like, hold on, give me a second.
Give me a second.
I need to think.
I'm an overthinker.
Yeah, what do I do?
Maybe that's what's
Purgatory.
Purgatory.
You're
You're like,
But what about then heaven and hell?
Sorry? I think purgatory, just if you're there forever, I think whatever you decide, just go all in.
Oh.
If you're going to
Heaven and hell.
go. All right, I'm going to be a human. I'm going to live a humanity
Yeah.
as awesome as I can.
What if you come back as like a muskrat or something, or like some
Then
sort
you
of
I
cockroach?
think it's the easiest thing. Because
Yeah.
muskrat, there's no like,
Yeah. You're like,
craft dinner tonight
Ooh.
or a burger. Like Uber Eats. Let me check how much the thing is on DoorDash and how much is it on Uber Eats. And you're like, okay, I'll take the cheapest. They don't have any of that thing.
that
And they
sounds
just go,
fun.
I'm a muskrat. Then I do muskrat things.
Yeah.
La 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 la
La,
la.
la, la,
Oh,
la,
I see a bug. Nom 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 nom. Oh, someone is trying to eat me. Let's
Oh, that's scary.
Run away. I hide.
gotta
Oh,
do that.
it is spring. I'm gonna. And then, someone is eating me. This is over. Titties, and then he comes back.
Oh man, yeah. You see like these big squirrels. Like squirrels now
Yeah.
are like are so fat because they're
Yeah.
getting ready for winter and shit.
Me too.
They're so-
That's my excuse. That's my excuse.
But then you see a skinny one, you're like, you're gonna die.
Yeah,
Oh, that's sad.
And
Yeah.
then he's gonna come back.
I saw a bird today with no head.
Whoa.
Just cause like
It was just chilling at a cafe. Like, where did you see a bird with no
on
head?
the ground.
Yeah, smoking a cigarette.
Hello there,
What's up, bro?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? You're recording a podcast?
That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy, bro. Damn. Just like that? Just no head.
Yeah, a cat must have got him, or a muskrat, or a dog.
Oh, it was like on the floor.
Yeah,
Was it
like-
a pigeon?
Yeah,
Pigeon get no respect.
sometimes look at a pigeon, you're like, that's the most beautiful bird I've ever
It's the
seen.
rat of the sky.
It's not. Some of them are like, they have like pretty eyes and like little white feathers. And
Yeah,
like-
the white one, the clean ones.
No.
The white
There's
ones,
also-
Gabe? Is that what you
There's also brown ones. I mean, black ones. I mean, Jewish ones. I mean,
You could tell. A little hat on top.
huh?
It doesn't cock on Friday. It's Shabbos. But I don't know. I know you love birds. I like exotic birds. Like I always, when I find a beautiful bird, I always send it to you. But you never send me any memes. You realize this, by the way?
Memes?
We have to talk about this before you leave.
Oh.
We have a unequal real relationship.
I don't send reels to anybody, by the way. Everybody,
you always say that.
I don't though. I get 10 million trillion reels a day. I'm like, holy guys, stop sending the reels. Like,
you don't want me to send you beautiful
No, you can send me.
birds?
I see them. Like, okay.
I see a bird, I think of you. I don't know what that
Oh.
said about me and what I think of you.
No, I like birds, right? I don't know the type of reels that I would like to send. It's always like of you ever get these reels now of like it's an AI America's Got Talent thing, and it's like of a person turning into a dog, and then it goes to the AI Simon Cowell going like, what, like crazy overreacting, and I'm like, and
Who's sending you that?
Claire sends me that, and that's my whole feed now. It's drones and like AI America's Got Talent. And I'm like upset. I'm like, this is, and I don't get anything else. And then I have my brother sending me video footage of people killing themselves.
I think I just found out where your anxiety comes from. I think people who love you, like driving you wild, is like, oh, this will freak out Gabe. Look at this, Gabe.
And it's nonstop all day.
And I'm sending you birds, and you're like, what is it? Beautiful rare bird
No,
from Nicaragua.
No,
Amer. I'm not gonna watch this stupid video of a beautiful
I watch it,
natural
but
bird.
yeah. Well, it's that's a bad sign.
Yeah, it was there before you got here.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Friday or Saturday, I can't remember. Me and Claire went to a bar. We were like, okay, sitting there. There's a man that was talking to Claire, just like wouldn't leave her alone, you know. And he would say like, "Are you busy?" And she'd be like, "What do you mean, am I busy?" And I was talking to some like random dude to my right, like just some random guy just won't leave me. It's the weirdest bar ever. This guy wouldn't leave me the hell alone. I was like, okay. But then I saw Claire was talking to some dude. She looking like, huh? And it's like a young black guy, not ugly black guy, not handsome, just like regular looking like 30-something-year-old black dude. And he's like, "Are you busy?" And you do that. I swear, I thought he was joking. He was like, and she's like, "I have no idea what that means. Like, are you trying to say, do I work here? Am I busy to do something?" And he's like, "Are you busy?" And she was like, I don't know.
He's
I'm not
on her.
But it's like such the weirdest. And then I was like, "What do you mean? What's going on?"
Oh, you went there?
Yeah, I spoke to him. Like
Okay.
I was like, "Oh, what do you mean?" And I was like, "I was just asking if she's busy." I'm like, I don't know. Like
He's trying to hit on her without looking
But
too
the
creepy.
weird, like it was like the guy was insane. I was like, okay. And I was like, whatever. The Claire was like, "Yeah, I'm busy." So whatever. We're sitting there. The guy's talking to the barmaid, and then he like. You know, like, if you slowly, like, move, you can't tell the guy's, like, getting closer. He got, like, really close to Claire, and I noticed. I'm like, what the hell? And the guy all of a sudden went like this. He was, like, he was standing there. Me and Claire were like, what the hell is this guy doing? And then he went, like right on. And I got up. I was like, hey, man, what the hell are you doing? And I got up, and the whole time I was like, why did I use my left hand? I should use my right. I feel like such a, like.
No, it's
I
called
want-
a...
Oh,
jab.
it's true. So I had my
This is the power hand. This is the if he actually tries to
okay,
touch you. And then
That's
you're like, hey,
I
back off,
pushed him
bitch.
And he was immediately like, yes, you're right. I don't know what was up to me. What I got in, what was in my head. I'm totally sorry. And I was like, what? I was so caught off guard. I was like, well, man, what are you crazy, dude? Like, we're going around kissing people. He's like, you're totally right. I don't know
It's
what
funny.
got into me.
You started talking black and he started talking white. At the beginning, you were talking white. You were talking black. And now, hey, yo, back off my girl, bro. What, you crazy? Kissing up girls?
I was so mad. And then the guy like left. He was just sitting at another part of the bar. I was like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Like, what the hell? And then
Yeah, man. He was testing your masculinity.
And then we saw him trying to kiss another girl. And I was like, you know what? It's not like.
It's not your girl.
But I was also like telling Claire, like, I don't like people who. I'm still talking black. But then we realized he was a. So we went up to him and stopped him. And he sat down again. He's like, you're right. I don't know what's gone in. The weirdest reaction. He was like, you're right. Totally right.
Can I give you advice?
Mm-hmm.
Once your woman is safe and you see that the guy doing that again,
Yeah.
you don't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
You tell the cop of the building, which is like the manager, like, hey man, this guy is making women
Mhm.
uncomfortable. No club wants a guy who does that to
Yeah.
his women, so they'll just kick him out. Once your woman, your physical safety
Yeah.
is okay. You put your physical safety in
Mhm.
peril
Yeah.
only to save the safety of your woman.
Yeah.
Safety of other women, you call the cops.
Yes. Yeah.
Or you call management.
Yeah,
you call someone like,
somebody.
hey, someone's being a creep in your restaurant. Get
I
him
know.
out. You don't get into a fight.
No.
Correction. Let's say there's no cops. Then you're like, all right, this woman is getting.
It felt like there was no, like, the only person in charge was like this woman bartender, and she was like,
oh, you gotta listen. Women bartenders, you'd be surprised.
She seemed like a tough cookie. Scary.
You could see like the cutest, the bartender who works at our bars, like the shows we do. She's so like because I talked to her and she's a human with me. I'm like, hey, how are you? She's like, oh, you know, she's feminine, she's girly. But once I saw there was a really drunk guy. Completely different energy.
Whoa.
She's 5'2", but she had the presence of a guy who was like 6'5",
Whoa,
300 pounds. She's like, you out. And she was like, I'm like, ooh.
Oh.
And I had to tell like, hey, I just want to say that was very impressive. She's like, thank you.
Wow, cool.
And, like, I didn't know, you know, that's what happens when you work in bars, right?
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to be friendly and kind and sexy and get tips, but you have to know how to.
Yeah.
Hey. So don't underestimate female bartenders.
But anyway,
they'll kick your ass.
I know. No. I worked in enough weird bars where like the most nicest. I worked in super nice bars.
Yeah.
Like, and you'd see like women throw down. You know.
Yeah. It's quite beautiful to see. You know.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks, well, damsel, and no, some of these damsels will stab your eye with a toothpick.
Yeah, I bet. But I saved Claire.
You saved Claire, and now she is ready to make a baby with you.
Yeah, and that was fun. It was fun to push around a guy.
Yeah, isn't it?
Should kick his ass next time.
You want to take back the boxing gloves?
I used my left hand. I used like my finger. I was like,
well, listen, you didn't. No, you did. I think you did perfectly right. The goal is to A, your woman feel safe, and B, de-escalate the situation and just leave. I would have left the bar right away.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I would have like back off my woman.
Yeah.
Tell the bartender this guy's making my girlfriend uncomfortable. Yeah. If they don't kick him out, you leave.
Yeah,
they lost your patronage.
Yeah, we left. The guy like, we left within 10 minutes. We're like, we have to finish drinks, you know.
Saving money for a marriage. We're not gonna leave. We're not gonna leave drinks on. Yeah, man, that's. And
then
was he naked on stage at the Nest? Is that what happened?
Dude, I was talking to people that this week, and they were telling me that's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
So for those who don't know, something happened in the Montreal comedy scene. There was a young open micer who got on stage at a club. I'm not gonna say the name of the club, of course. And he got naked, completely naked on stage. Yeah. Much to a lot of people's shock and awe. Yeah. Which some people were in shock, like, oh, how can a man be naked on stage? And other people were like, yeah, man, you're a rebel. You do what you want.
Oh, really? Yeah. Some people were into that.
And I think it's funny.
I thought it was funny, but it's also that guy. I'm pretty sure that guy is insane.
I don't know what it. Again, since I don't know him personally, I don't know if
I've seen him around,
genius behind his work, or if he's just mentally crazy. That being said, I look at this young generation of open micers, and I like the fact that they push boundaries.
It is a little
when
cool.
I started, people were like, people who work in the industry would be like, Amer, who do you think you are? Mike Ward saying the things that you're saying. Come on, man, you got to tone down.
Wow.
Like,
that's
but
horrible.
I'm getting laughs. Yeah. Like, I'm not insane. I don't mean the horrible things I say. Yeah. I'm getting laughs. They're like, no, listen, once you're famous, you can say stuff like that. I'm like,
bullshit.
Are you crazy?
That's how you get famous.
I'm going to tell you later who told me this. I'm like, you're insane. That's not how it works. Wow. Because when we were young, it was the woke movement was at its height. And
it's also because the people who were like in charge of whatever small industry were like only booked people who were like, super duper woke.
It was... But now, the woke movement died. So I guess this is the next generation of rebels, is them. Yeah. Now, will I book them on my show?
Yeah.
Not till I hear you be very funny.
Yeah.
If you're going to whip out your cock.
Unless you're naked on Netflix.
You better be killing it. You better be killing it. It better be hilarious. You better get a standing ovation. Yeah. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. Mm-hmm. But if there's no reward, no. Of course not.
No, yeah. That is fucking... I saw his dick.
I'm proud of them. I'm proud of I'm proud of I'm proud of this job. And you look at the other guy who made a video calling out.
Yeah, that was good.
Like they're taking this rage and this craziness and putting it into into art.
Yeah,
which
in
is
art.
pretty cool.
Yeah, performance art.
Yeah, there's a female comic, young comic, Sanya,
Yeah.
who's also apparently she does wild things on stage. I
Yeah.
find her hilarious.
Yeah. It's
I
funny when
love her.
people are get like mad at that, and it's like, why? It's just fun, you
Of
know.
course, yeah, but they don't see
people
that.
are giggling, you know, in the
They don't
audience
see
at
that.
least.
I get it again from a producer point of view. We're like, well, I can't book this because
Yeah.
I can't trust this. But as a fellow artist, do you, man. Have
Yeah,
fun.
especially you're just doing the mics. Not like
This is-
it's funny when mics start banning people for being unfunny.
But that's
It's like they're all unfunny. Like everyone's unfunny.
I get if you whip your cock out.
Yeah,
I
that-
get
that's one thing.
getting banned.
Yeah, but for being unfunny,
Yeah, well,
everyone's so unfunny when
every how can I say this? Drama is fun when you're not focused on your career.
yeah, when you're just like
Yeah.
we're hanging out.
I was always like super focused, so I never really got into the drama.
Mhm.
But drama is quite fun. You make like you're like this is my home because I'm putting drama into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I gotta stop saying you know what I mean.
I know.
I
what you-
realized this. I realized two things. Hey, I know what you're trying to do. I
What?
know what you mean. You're about to say it.
I know what you mean.
Like I said, man, I say a lot of you know what I mean, and you said I know what you mean.
I know what you're saying, and I know what you mean.
I know what you mean, and you know,
Yeah.
there's a comic that we quote a lot,
Who?
who always says,
Oh.
you know, and for some reason it seeped into my mind, and now I'm like talking to a girl,
You know?
and I'll say something, and in a moment of insecurity, I'll go, you know,
It's such a Montreal thing to
You know? Really?
to go like. So I went to see that movie. It was pretty good, no?
is that British or is it British? Like pretty good, yeah.
They do something, but it's
In it?
Yeah, in it or some.
In it. I think
Yeah.
it's just a lack
Yeah.
of confidence into your statement.
But I went into like I
you
find
say
like
like a lot,
I do say like a lot, like
such as
such as
Claire.
So Claire like went back to like home to England, right? And she left me here, and now I'm single. No, but I'm not sure. But let's see when
Finally! I'm the one who sent the black guy to your wife. Because you know what I thought?
I didn't defend her. Like, she's dead.
Because I'm like, who's smoother than black people? No one. I'm going to send a black man to steal Claire's heart. And like that, Gabriel is going to be mine forever. He's never going to leave me.
It's cold.
Unfortunately, I couldn't afford the top black men.
I know.
So I hired one from Fiverr.
I know that guy was
And
useless.
Vance's brother came.
I know that guy couldn't even speak.
He's
He was like Claire said, you know, like in The Simpsons when like it was like an old episode of Simpsons where like one of the Marge's sisters was dating Principal Skinner,
Yeah.
and she was looking through the peephole and she saw like them kissing and their big huge lips or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I think so, yeah.
Whatever. It looked like that. Like looked like like giant, like big, huge. Jesus Christ.
Bro, you're getting... You have to understand, this whole story makes... He's the bad guy because he's everything... Like, the color of his skin has nothing to do with his action. I was just hoping a black guy with a huge could steal your wife away from you.
I know. I mentioned his big, huge lips. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was go... What else? What else?
Oh,
What else?
gee, look at that. It's funny. I didn't even register as racist. Oh, jeez.
Gabe, you opened with, like, a black guy... I would have opened the story also with, like, a black guy tried to hit on my girlfriend.
Yes.
And then I defended my girlfriend from a black guy. I would have said it. It looks
Yeah.
cool.
Oh,
Because black guys, they're strong, you know?
Yeah.
Like the naked guy on The Nest,
He was black. He's ripped.
he was ripped. I'm like, damn, what a body on
Yeah.
this schizophrenic young man. I met him once. He sat down. I was with Oren, and he sat down with Sanya, that other girl, and I was watching him. I'm like, oh, that's...
Yeah,
You could tell he's a shy... But anyone who's shy like that off stage, on stage, I'm like, oh, he must be crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
There's a dichotomy of
Yeah.
humanity of the brains or whatever.
Yeah, it's wild.
And so I'm like, oh, I'm going to, he's, again, guys, you do you. I'm not going to book you.
You
But
do
I'm happy
you.
you're doing
One
whatever
day.
you want. Again, I'm not going to book you. But I'm so happy you guys are finding your
In
voices.
in like 3 weeks. maybe.
Again, I'm not going to book you. But I'm very happy you're finding your voice. Keep it up. Be funny. But I'm not going to book you.
What did we talk about? Yeah, we talked about we went to Peterborough.
Oh! I didn't tell you. So you went to a bar with your lady, and I did 2 shows. I headlined 2 shows since the last time I saw.
Oh, there we go. See, I knew something was missing.
Oh, buddy, what crazy shows! So the first show, I was booked to perform comedy for a society
Oh.
I'm not gonna say the name, but it's like
Yeah.
the Freemasons,
Yeah.
but in Montreal.
Drones.
Plasmoids.
Plasmoids.
So, and I asked a friend, I'm like, hey, you want to do the show with me? He's like, no, I don't want. There's no way, because he knows what it was about. It's a horrible gig. It's super hard. So I asked Joel, like, hey, Joel, come do 20 minutes off the top. The pay is not great, but he came because he's cool, whatever.
Yeah.
So we get there, we walk in, and the show was in a conference room.
Okay.
Lit more than this studio.
No. Oh, geez.
So I walk in.
Was there a mic?
There was a mic.
Okay, that's good.
There was a speaker. There was a mic. Fully lit conference room, and everyone's sitting, like, it's a big oval table, and they're sitting at the oval table as if they're all part of like a... They're all a bunch of like the directors of a company.
Yeah.
And I walk in and I look, and there was a couple of people in their 40s.
Mm-hmm.
One person, a child, like he's 14.
Mm-hmm. What?
And everyone else was like 75.
Who's this?
One guy was
sacrificial lamb.
94. It's like the son of the grandson.
Okay.
So basically, it was just 70-year-old plus men. One of them was 94.
Yeah.
I think that's the oldest person I ever. So Joel goes on stage, and they're not laughing.
Okay.
But they're going, that's funny. Or they're saying a line that is funnier than the joke. Like, they're funny because they're all friends.
Oh, okay.
So they're like shooting the
Yeah.
Joel, and I'm watching, I'm like, oh, Joel, I'm so sorry, bro. I'm like, thank God I'm paying him for that.
He's digging it.
I go on stage and I look, and again, it's all, I'm telling you, dude, old.
Yeah.
Like 90s.
Uh-huh.
That guy was 94 or 98
that's
years old.
so
It's crazy.
old.
He looked like a ghost. He looked like a fat ghost.
He went to the light.
He was the light. Like, he was so pale. The only thing that made him not the light is that he had like those big brown spots on old people.
Ew.
Without the brown spot, he's just light.
I call them juice spots.
Jew spots? They were Jewish. They were all Jewish. So yeah, I forgot to mention. So I see and I look at the table because it's like a celebration, and it's just the Hanukkah candles.
Oh,
And
nice.
I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, I'm an Arab, and you could tell one of them was like,
oh,
and the
no.
others were like, let's see where he's going with.
Yeah.
It was 40 minutes.
40
minutes.
Woo!
So I go on stage, and I'm like, I have energy. I'm like, how's everybody doing tonight? And a guy's like, oh, you're too loud. Put the mic away from your mouth. Right away, stealing any power I have over them.
Oh, no.
So I look at him. I'm like, is this good?
That's funny.
And I got my first laugh.
Nice.
Like, I established, I'm like, all right, I'm going to be polite.
Yeah.
But you got to give me something.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do my best.
Yeah.
I'll send you the photo. You can add it.
That's funny.
It was
40 minutes, though?
It was a funny TED Talk.
Okay.
It wasn't a comedy show. There was a lot of it's a laugh every minute. And I did mostly crowd work.
Wow.
First of them, I told them,
fucking 40 minutes?
I did a few jokes. I'm an Arab, but don't worry.
Yeah.
A guy started asking me questions. I'm like, wait, let me just tell the others I'm not a terrorist. Let me just, hey, Jews, I love you.
Yeah.
I went to Israel.
Oh, we like you.
Telling me more.
Nice.
And then you ask, like, did you go? What about you? And then I would like sneak in a joke. Did a couple of sex jokes. Oh, very bad. Did not
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I'm like, you guys are than all of us.
Yeah.
Some of you made like you have 30 grandkids. Like you've been, but
wanna
not
talk about
jokes. But it was. I told Joel the second we hit an hour, like me,
Okay.
and in total, I think we did an hour and 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you. Good night.
Wow.
We just
And then,
bolt.
did you guys like hang out after?
No, I'm
You're like,
nice to meet
so-
you. The guy was like, thanks for coming, blah blah blah. And it was. I told like we're comedy. I was on stage like, you shouldn't have hired a. The only reason why the organizer got you guys a comedian is because he couldn't get a stripper in the YMCA.
Oh.
That's the only reason why there's a comedian tonight.
That's funny.
None of you.
Yeah.
You want to laugh among each other. Why did you
Yeah,
just-
they should just got like rented a Bluetooth speaker or something.
And they're like, you know, Sebastian Maniscalco now, he's funny. I'm like, come on.
Wow,
I'm like,
yeah.
hey, I'm here. Like, they start
Yeah.
talking among each other.
Jeez, about
Jerry
some-
Seinfeld is coming to Montreal next year. Did you hear? You know, that Sebastian Maniscalco.
That's
The
about
other
it.
guy looked at Joe's like, hey, you know Matt Riff? Matt Riff.
Wow, even 90-year-olds know Matt Rife. That's crazy.
They called him Matt Riff.
Matt Rife. That's a better name.
Because he's riffing.
Yeah, he's riffing.
Ooh.
That's
It was.
that is.
However,
sounds
I
insane.
felt like I did my job.
Yeah.
I got paid. Salam alaikum. I left.
Oh,
and
Saturday.
So Saturday, I got booked for the first time ever to headline Yuck Yucks
Yay.
in the Carlton Place.
Uh-huh.
I was really excited to go, and I felt it's funny. You tell people like people are happy, people who like you, they start giving you advice. Like you gotta practice your set, man.
What?
You gotta practice your set. Like you gotta
Obviously.
write it up. You gotta.
You
No,
know
but
you
like-
gotta, you know what to do.
No, but they just people who love you.
Oh.
like-
but outside of comedy?
No, in comedians.
Okay.
Like they want you to succeed, so they're like, what can you do to someone? Like just give them advice.
Oh.
And I don't think it's good. I don't think you
No.
should practice your set in front of a mirror for 40 minutes. But it's just
Yeah.
nice. I'm like, this is how I know people who love you.
Okay, yeah. It's also you headlined literally last week. Like you've been
Maybe
doing
they
that.
don't know
Oh,
or they're
okay.
not aware. Just it's nice. I don't mind it.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's people who love you. They're like, I need to show you love,
Okay,
and I'm
yeah.
gonna give you advice. I'm like, okay.
Okay, yeah.
But it was interesting. One of them was like, yeah, just practice it nonstop. No, that's totally wrong.
That's crazy.
Because you don't want to sound like press play.
Uh-huh.
Get off. No, you want to be smooth. I was comfortable, as you said. I've done it 3 times.
Yeah, last week.
In less than 7 days.
Yeah.
I've been on stage 50 minutes, 50
Yeah.
minutes, and 40 minutes.
you know,
I'll be,
you're
I'm kind of
you're
well.
in practice.
I've been practicing. I'm a well-oiled machine. So I get there. Place is packed. They're all paramedics. So apparently,
Okay.
a group of paramedics just booked the whole club.
Poof. Okay.
Hosts, amazing guy, man. You know, some people they're pure funny.
Okay. Who? What's his name?
David Brennan. He's from Ottawa.
Oh,
he looks funny.
Yeah.
He does a dinosaur thing. Deep voice. He's super
Yeah.
skinny. He weighs like 12 pounds.
Yeah.
6'7".
Yeah.
He looks like a not artichoke.
Looks like Bob a bit.
Yeah,
doesn't
like
he?
Sajou Baba a little bit. Like he oozes comedy.
Uh-huh.
So funny. He gets the energy up. They're a bit tight, you know. They're all co-workers with their boyfriends or
Yeah.
husbands. First act, second act, they're slowly getting better. Third act does very well. Does a lot of crowd work. Does very well. I'm like, okay, you know, they're getting one. I go on stage, dude. They were so hot.
Whoa, nice.
Oh man, I did 43, 44 minutes.
Wow, cool.
Oh, what an amazing feeling.
Wow.
Like great feeling.
Nice.
People talked. I had good rapport. I made jokes about people in the crowd while they still liked me. I did all my jokes. I did Carlton Place before, and I found it very hard. Like they didn't connect with my
Okay.
Middle Eastern jokes. 'Cause
Okay,
they're like you. Mahmoud is what? They
What's a
don't know.
drone? Yeah.
What's a Jew? What's an Arab?
Yeah.
Is that a hot dog? Like they
Yeah.
don't know what it is. They
Uh-huh.
don't know anything. But I was still able to get them to go with me
Nice.
and to listen.
Wow.
And
That's really cool.
and I learned so much.
Mhm.
Do you like my joke about jujitsu?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna close with this. It got the biggest pop. So I'm doing it, and they're laughing, but they're not laughing as usually do. Because I'm like, oh, they're all paying their bills. You know what they say? It's
Yeah,
like
it's a check drop.
check drop. Because the show's about to end. So
Yeah.
so I'm like, oh, I can't do my jujitsu joke during check drop because my jujitsu joke requires that everyone is paying attention. You
okay.
won't laugh if you're like, oh yeah, why is he
Yeah,
doing
why
that
is he choking
face?
himself? Yeah.
Not like why.
Yeah.
I get the laughs with the subtleties of my movements and my words
Yeah,
during
yeah,
that
yeah,
joke. So I can't have people calculating tips while I'm doing that. So I did it, and I was getting laughs because it was like only 1 or 2 waitresses. So most of the people were listening, but their attention
Divided.
sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, you know what? I need to end with another joke. I need to be loud. So
Yeah.
I did my eating Arabic joke.
Oh yeah.
And then,
Nice.
so I'm like, you see, I learned.
Yeah.
So if you have like a joke that requires a lot of silence,
Yeah.
you can't put it at the end if you're headlining, if it's not a theater.
Okay.
If I'm doing a theater,
Yeah.
there's no check spots.
No.
You
that
can
makes
I
sense.
can end with imagine
Wow.
a whole room of 300 and you're choking. Oh my god, I can't wait. Oh,
Wow.
I can't wait, Gabe.
That's
I can't
cool.
Wait. I can't
Nice.
wait. So yeah, I'm like, okay, you have to be careful. Also, sometimes you have people ordering drinks, so you have to speak a little louder because it's a small.
Yeah, small.
room.
Yeah.
So you got to be louder at least than the stupid waitress who doesn't
Uh-huh.
know that she needs to whisper.
Yeah.
Because you just want to keep them with you and you keep going, and then sometimes you kind of spot the boss
Oh,
make
the
jokes.
boss of the bar.
of the paramedics. Because
Okay.
and I realized the difference between like how to make an okay show a good show is that the crowd, as long as they think they're individuals,
Mm-hmm.
they might hold themselves. But if they see themselves as one big group,
Okay.
then they'll all laugh together as a group.
Yes. Okay, that's cool.
I
know what you
I'm
mean.
not explaining it well, I think. If they're individual, if they're not a crowd yet,
Mm-hmm. They're just a group
your
of.
own insecurities and like, oh, I don't joke about that. It showcases more. But once you're like, oh, we're all humans and we're all a big group,
Mhm.
then you can start laughing.
Wow.
So you have to become like a group of friends. Once everyone is a group of friends, and then everyone laughs.
Okay.
But if they're not friends,
there's nothing communal.
there's nothing communal. That's not the right word.
Yeah.
That word exists, I think, because someone was trying to do something similar, or religious, whatever.
Ah.
You have to be a communal. Once it's like we're all humans and we're
Yeah.
all friends and we're all group, and then we can laugh.
Uh-huh.
Then they laugh.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm not phrasing it properly.
No, but I get it.
It was so exciting, dude.
Wow, that's really cool.
It was so exciting. I don't want to. I just want to do
And you-
45 minutes plus. I even did a new joke.
Yeah. Wow.
Like in the middle, they'll never notice it's a new joke.
Yeah.
I got laughs, but I think I got laughed because of the rhythm.
That's
It was like ha 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 ha
Tried it.
ha 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 ha. I'm like, I don't know if I do it.
How did you remember? You know, you have your set, right?
Yes.
Where you were like, before you're like, I'm gonna put the joke right there, or where you're like, I'll try it now.
Well, I took the advice of another comedian. I told you I'm having difficulties writing new jokes.
Okay.
And I think Ari Shafir said that if you're having difficulties writing new jokes, take your old jokes and expand on them.
Okay.
So what I did is I took my gym joke and I just expanded on it.
Okay. Nice.
So it's not as if it's a new subject. And now I kind of think I have a new idea that I'm like, I can work on by itself.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow. Something from that new bit.
Yeah.
I
I
sprouted
took an
something
old
else.
bit
Yeah.
and I went in a new direction, but it's
Yeah.
still the same subject. So
Okay. Cool.
because now I'm like, I don't know what to talk about. I'm like, this could be a,
I see.
yeah. It's it's a good feeling, man. I feel like a millionaire. I really do. I really feel like like the I don't know how it's being headlining
Yeah.
and like acting like a headliner and going doing shows and doing 45 minutes and then meeting with people and making them laugh. I really feel like I have millions of dollars.
Yeah. We have a priceless skill now.
I don't know. I don't. It's just
Well, you can't put a price on it.
it's the happiness.
You know?
That
Yeah,
it's as if I have a Porsche 911 outside and I live in a mansion. Like I feel.
Wow, that's really good.
I feel I have a six pack.
Wow.
I have a head full of hair.
Yeah.
I don't. I just feel like everything exactly what I wanted. You know.
Yeah. That's great. I'm happy for you.
Like I get in my car, I feel like I'm driving like my dream car. Everything is.
Yeah, you're doing exactly what you want to do.
It's a oh.
And now you just gotta do it every goddamn day or
So
weekend
hard.
or whatever.
Come see me, guys. So I don't have to work that hard. Just come see me.
You're just like, yeah, like you see like Tom.
Follow the hangry guy and come see me.
Yeah, you don't need to follow.
Yeah, follow the hangry guy. It's so funny.
They'll come.
It's so stupid. It makes me happy.
They'll come. You know what's funny? So I did that video on Grumpy's, right?
Yeah.
And then I on Friday it was like Jason's birthday, so I swung by to say hi to him at Grumpy's. And the video got like 130,000 views, right? And then the Ram at Grumpy's was like, very nice video. I liked it. Very positive. Thank you. Never do it again. I was like, I get it. I get it, you know?
Success of this place comes with the fact that everyone's grumpy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like grumpy places.
It's not grumpy.
I once
It's actually not that grumpy. Like it's not grumpy though. Everyone's having a nice time, woohoo! But it's like like old school fun.
But it's sadness. I always every time I went there, and there's a few where I go where like, again, I'm probably projecting my feelings. Every time I was there, I'm like, I shouldn't be here. I should be focusing on my career. I find everyone who's there is trying to escape their real life.
Yes, 100%. Like I met this one dude. His one of the weirdest, interesting jobs. You ever watch the show The Wire?
Yeah.
It's like, like the white guy that goes into the inner city in season 4. Like there's like a white guy that works for like a school and he's trying to save these 4 kids. I don't remember that season of The Wire. It's like this dude that his job, he works for like some sort of like social something or whatever. And he gets assigned 4 kids and they all come from crazy childhoods. But they're like a little older, like 17. And then he's trying to bring them on to this guy literally like this new program that just started, and they're like, listen, like we want to do this experimental program in Montreal. We're gonna give you as much money as you want, and like we're gonna double your salary.
And he helps speak kids.
And he has like
he needs to escape his life.
He
You know what?
was-
I take
I
back
was
what
talking to
said.
this guy, and
He
I'm like,
needs to
dude,
go
I
to
gotta buy
Grumpy's.
you a beer. This is the most. He's like, these kids are crazy. They're 17 and they're acting like they're 12. Like they're crazy. Like it's scary. So he's trying. It's the first time in their lives that he's saying like listening like to like they're like, you're actually listening to me like that, you know?
Yeah, he needs to escape.
And I was like, what the hell? And I'm like, that's too real for me. I'm like, woohoo, you know, like.
That's the scary thing about teenagers is
Yeah.
that their physical abilities are so much bigger than their mental abilities.
Yeah.
That's what makes them so dangerous.
Yeah.
That's what also makes them such good soldiers. You don't need to think.
Yeah.
The general's gonna think. Just use your fantastic body power and energy to go conquer another country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
So you never know. Like you see,
Boy, good luck.
you see the people. Like I speak
Yeah,
to
he
another
needs to
guy,
escape.
and he's like,
You know
"I'm a
what?
jazz musician from Toronto,"
I
and I'm
take
like,
everything
"What?"
I said. Some people need to escape lives.
Yeah.
I think
And
it's
some
good
people
to
are just
escape.
bums, you know. You're right.
Yeah.
So
I think maybe I just because when I used to go there, I had nothing going for me. I was just an open micer and bombing at that place.
yeah. So people.
I never went there on a non-open mic night.
It's
And I
way
just-
better. I hate
Yeah?
Tuesdays. They're suck ball.
Oh, good.
It's like the worst night of the week.
Good, because I just maybe that's why I didn't like it, because I went
Yeah.
there.
But I don't
No
know.
one made you feel welcome.
I probably go once every 6 months because it's not like it's a trap. You know.
Yeah,
You have like 3 beers. You're like, "Whew, this is fun."
like every bar. Oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
Oh, me, I've had to be like, oh, this is sad. I
No,
have to
this is
leave.
fun. Like everyone's like friendly and like
Friendly.
I talked to I went to film the video.
Uh-huh.
Talking to everybody. Everyone's so cool. Everyone like has a crazy story. Everyone's from like all over the world. One guy's like, I just walked in from Dubai or not Dubai. I don't know. Whatever. Like some just talking to random people. I'm like, geez, this is how you can get trapped at a bar because it's so communal, right?
Oh,
It's
okay, I
just
see what
like,
you mean.
and all you have is in common is this bar. You're not like actually doing anything together. You're just like, hey, what's your day like, pal? Right? And I'm like, phew, good thing I don't live. If I lived upstairs from that place, I'd be dead. Like, it's so easy.
You're going to the country of these places, by the way.
I know.
You understand? Every pub,
Every bar is Grumpy's out there.
every bar is Grumpy's.
Yeah.
It's not cool. It's just a house. With
It's just something. Yeah.
And it's just the people.
Yeah. 100%.
And become your family.
Yeah.
And then it's how become having a big red British nose. But you know when you meet like a fat British man.
Yeah.
And he's just rose. It's not pink. He's rose. Just big bald.
He's boiling.
No hair. Big red nose with little red dots on it. Best stories you've ever heard.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Funniest guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna die in 2 days.
Yeah.
His heart just like can't handle all the haggis
Oh, yeah.
and the beer and the
like
chips and the and
haggis.
then
Yeah.
he dies, and then a guy, his friend, makes a speech at the bar, and then he dies, and his friend makes it, and it's just their kids start going there.
Ah, that's funny. They're like, for he's a jolly
Good
guy.
for-
Yeah.
That's
It's great.
you just escapism.
I know.
You gotta escape once every 6
know.
months. That's it.
But,
You don't want to. It's like Hotel California.
oh, ow, my nuts.
You can step in every time you like, but you can never leave. But now you can. You have to be
Ooh,
smart enough to
yeah.
leave.
It's like heroin. Like, isn't that heroin or?
Any drug that makes you feel good,
Yeah.
but you know is bad for you.
Yeah. Food.
Apparently, there was a study. What time is it?
7.
7? Okay, we need to end. All right, guys. We hope you enjoyed this podcast. When are you going to release this?
This Thursday.
Thursday. Come to Club Atwater
Guys, we got a live podcast recording at 6 p.m. on December 27th.
at Club Atwater. Make your butt there. Is that good? Is that English? I promise on the live podcast I'll be more English.
Are you busy? Guys, are you busy? December 27th, 6 p.m., Club Atwater. We got our live podcast.
It's going to be the last one for some time because Gabriel is going to the UK. So
Yeah.
if you never saw us live, you should come. It's going to be funny. The tickets are going to be like $10. It's a Club Atwater. It's very fancy. It's very nice. We got Miguel McKenna as a guest.
Yeah.
Very funny guy.
Cool dude.
Very handsome dude.
Yeah.
Thick legs.
Thick legs. He's like a cannon.
Oh,
He's got cannon legs.
we're going to get a reinforced chair for him
got barrels.
to sit on. So come to the live podcast. Have dinner at the Club Atwater. Honestly, good meals, not that expensive.
really good.
And then come watch the show afterwards and
Yeah.
get drunk with us. It's going to be Gabe's last night, guys.
Woo, December 27th.
I'm using emotional manipulation to
Yeah.
get you guys to come. It's Gabe's last show forever. He's never doing comedy ever again.
No, I'm just going to be...
He's going to be an author.
Oh!
He's going to write books
On like my favorite pies.
and his favorite pies and the people you should stay away from. So, guys, come to the live show and come to the podcast and come laugh with us. And Friday, December 27th. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? First of all, I know who's listening. You're either Jewish, so you don't care about Christmas.
Yeah.
You want to escape your family during
Holidays.
Hanukkah. If you're Christian, you're celebrating Christmas. You're like, oh, Christmas. Oh,
Yeah.
that's the Jew. This is the longest video we ever made about selling tickets.
I'll cut it off. But
Okay.
come
Come to the show. Ticket links in the bio. Gabriel. Come for Gabriel.
Salam alaikum.
In the eyes of
How do you say goodbye in Arabic? Is it yalla bye?
That's a cutie.
Okay.
Cutie virgin. Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum, guys. Come
Salam
on.
alaikum. I love you, Eugene. I love you, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye.
Ass bleach brighter than heaven. Amer's been on a watch list since 9/11. Yeah, come and get your laughs on the Good Night Podcast.